Okay, so let's do the 10K advance. Okay, and let's start. Okay, so just so we're clear, okay, so it's a streamlined process. Let's go over some of the requirements. Okay, so you need to be one of these types of companies. I'm going to do an example of a business that is not more than 500 employees. I also want to point out that if you're a sole proprietorship, if whether you have or you don't have employees, or you're an independent contractor, you can also apply for the $10,000 loan. Okay. So let's say you're an Uber driver and you get a 1099, you can qualify for the $10,000 advance. Okay. However, this is something very important to keep in mind. In order to get this, you can't be involved in any illegal activity as defined by federal guidelines. Unfortunately, we have one of the major industries in California right now is the cannabis industry. So that would be an example of a very large industry in California that would not be able to apply. So for example, now another example, if you're in the adult industry, unfortunately, you can't apply. If you're in the business of lobbying, if you're a member of Congress, you can't apply. Okay, so I'm going to check off to show that I'm none of those things, and I'm going to continue. Okay, so right now it's on my clock, it says 5:09, and I want to run through it to show that this is fairly easy to do, fairly quick to do. Okay, so I'm going to have a company called Company LLC, and I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to, all right, and I'm going to call this a limited liability company. It's not a non-profit, but nonprofits can also apply. It's not a franchise. I'm going to say in this situation that it had $50,000 in revenues. It didn't have any cost of goods sold. And these other lines you don't have to bother with unless your company, it's relevant for the company. I'm going to put in the company's name. Okay. And we're going to put Los Angeles, California, 90025. I'm going to put my phone to make it simple, and also my email. Okay. And let's say this was created in 2016, and we're going to call this a business services company, and they offer billing services. Okay, and we're going to say they have 3 employees. Okay. Now remember, with the sole proprietorships, etc., you didn't necessarily have to have employees. Okay, I'm going to show this as a company owned by another company, and I'm going to call this Corporation Inc. Okay, so this corporation owns this LLC 100%. Okay, and then I'm going to put the address, Los Angeles, California. Here's its EIN. Okay, hopefully I typed that right. Okay, and then I'm going to put the same telephone number. Okay. Okay. Now, there are many people that actually own many companies under one company. So this is going to be important in a minute, and you'll see in a minute why. So I'm going to show that this is owned 100% by this company. Okay. Actually, here we go. Let's see. I'm going to move the last name down to the bottom. I'm going to put my phone number again. Okay. Let's call this CEO. Okay. All right. Actually, in this situation, the CEO doesn't own any stock. Okay. So what we're doing right now is I'm putting in the basic information into the form. Okay. So right now it's 5:13. The reason I'm talking about time is I want to show, you know, the length of time of how long it takes to do this. Okay. And we're going to say that this is a US citizen. Okay. And I'm typing in right now the residential information for the manager, the key person. Okay. Now we only have one manager that we're going to show. Now it's going to ask you questions like, are you convicted in the past year? Have you been convicted of a criminal offense related to a riot or civil disorder in a declared disaster? Okay, so you can put no. You know, you weren't disbarred from applying for other loans. Okay. Are you currently you know, are you currently being charged with criminal charges? You're gonna put no. Okay. No one assisted, so now it's asking whether someone else assisted, and it also asks, you know, what the fee was charged to do it. So I'm going to skip that part. I say yes, I want to receive the advance of $10,000, and then I'm going to put down the bank, and then I'm going to put down the account number, and then the routing number. Okay. And I'm going to say under penalty and perjury, I agree, you know, that I didn't lie on any of this forms. Okay, and here, okay, so this is, as I'm speaking, I probably should be telling a lot of jokes. Unfortunately, I'm an accountant, so you don't want accounting jokes, trust me. We actually, Rachel and I we're trying out some accounting jokes with another person, and we thought the jokes were very funny, but he did not. So I guess we're not going to tell any accounting jokes. Okay, so now you see here submit. I'm not going to press submit, but you know, this is basically, so it's 5:15. We started at 5:09. Okay, perfect. So we're basically done with the $10,000 cash advance. Okay, so I'm going to, all right, so let's get rid of that. Normal, not trying mode. Okay, so that's what it takes to get the $10,000 cash advance.